Oh, I forgot to post the stream everywhere. I knew I forgot something. Let me fix that. Gotta post that on Twitter. I've posted that on the Twitter. And people can now know that I'm streaming, unless I'm not for some bizarre technical reason. This car is rather ridiculous. Let's drive it on ice. This is another stream to watch. That is a true fact. Sure. I see. Nothing wrong with this. Let's make it random weather. Can we do random time of day as well? We can do 60 times. That works. I guess it'll go from day to night with random weather. Hey Funk, how are you doing? I'm pretty good. Thanks for asking. I got this game today. It's called Project Cars 2. You might have heard of it. Came out today. I'm gonna drive some weird car and track combinations because that might be funny or entertaining. I don't know. I'm also running this game in windowed mode because if I run it in full screen, the frame rate's too low on stream. I think everyone's struggling to get beyond first gear. Yeah, that went well. Very well. This race is starting off well. Oh dear. You know, I'm beginning to think this track is not 3 miles like it says it is. I think that might be a typo. I did push someone sideways. I think you're correct, Funk, in your thought. I'm not proud of pushing someone off the track. But it happened, so it is what it is. This is all with the CPU drivers, obviously. No one in their right mind would actually do this online. That guy is going backwards. Alright.
Your last chance to take second place. Force a mistake. Keep him under pressure.
I'm actually, I think, about to pass for the lead. What is that guy doing? His wheel was sideways. Did he have an accident or something? I think it is an ice track. Ice tracks do look like snow tracks, but they're different. Let me know how the audio volume is as well. I don't know how loud this game is compared to other things that exist. I guessed that it would be fairly loud, but I might have been wrong in that assumption. 2 of the guys were disqualified for whatever reason. I have won the race.
That was a masterful piece of driving.
Not really. But sure. I'm the winner. I did it. That was apparently a 3-mile long track. 3.05 miles. I think that's wrong. Maybe 0.35 miles. But definitely not 3.05 miles. There's another ice track. Whoops. Which is... So, they have this Mercedes-Benz driving events ice track. Because sometimes when you drive, you might encounter an event and you need to know what to do. So they have these ice tracks to prepare for such events. And then you have this one, which is this, all of them combined in a sort of free roam environment, but you can also do races on it. 93 turns, 1.25 miles. That does not make sense at all. But we'll try that. And Bryant told me to try the Formula X, so I'm going to do that. It's under SMS. I like how in this game you can actually choose your liveries and it'll actually accept what you choose, which is a large improvement over the first game, which had some of the worst menus I've ever encountered in a driving game. This one seems to have pretty good menus. Even if it was 3.05 kilometers, that's way too much. So, I don't know, maybe it was some sort of issue. I'm gonna be the number 8 car. And we'll drive on the full ice track. I don't even know if this is a track. I don't know what is a lap or not. I guess we'll find out. 1.25 miles, 93 turns. No, we have... Oh, wow, that's very loud. Wait, where are the... Oh, it's just me. There are no opponents. So I can just drive wherever. I'm sorry, I think I had a driving event just there. Yeah, there's another driving event. What sort of camera angles do we have? Oh boy, we have the... I was going to say... the Halo, but this is not the Halo. This is the other thing that they decided not to use. I'm inclined to agree that the car is not happy, but I have made it to second gear. That's an achievement. Also, I don't have to deal with the track limits. Maybe I should have dealt with the track limits. I have erred. My judgment has failed. Quite miserably. Well, that's great. Good thing we can reset the car. Might want more grip on those tires. Maybe. Maybe. Let's see what other weird cars and tracks we have here. Yes, this game has VR mode. I do not have VR because I don't have a VR headset. I don't have the room for one. I have the money for one, but I don't have the room for one. And while I have the money for one, I don't know if I want to spend that much money on one, even if I did have the room. It just goes flat out on the Monza Oval. I will try that. Also, you can go to hell in this game. That's the best part of this game. Let's see. Old historic oval. I should be able to have more than 0 opponents, I think. How many? 21. I mean, of course. So we have a new slider for cautious or aggressive opponents. Give me maximum aggression. Just make it the nastiest race possible. There is the Nordschleife, yes. This game has the most tracks of any racing game currently on the market. I think their website has a list of all the tracks, if you're curious, at this very moment in time, but I will probably show off the track list and the car list at some point. This might be even more loud. I apologize if it is. Because now you have 22 cars to deal with. Also, we are in the snow because that's what the weather decided to do. Hopefully we can get more grip than actual ice. Indeed we can. Oh man, this is a bit bumpy. Oh. Oh dear, I have caused a collision. But it didn't spin me out. That was pretty lucky, must be said. Does that include all racing games ever released? Probably yes. It has 60 tracks with like 200 layouts, something like that. Some ridiculous number. I probably should have done more than 2 laps. Whoopsie! That guy went flying in the rearview mirror. I would like to apologize. This car only has 6 gears. I'm pressing shift up, it's not going up. Maybe because I'm on snow, it can't find the traction. Because I accidentally have it set to automatic right now, but even with that, you can press the buttons to change the gears, and it's not going. So these futuristic Formula cars only have 6 gears. Yeah, Project Cars was in a Humble Bundle once a few months ago. I feel like racing games like Project Cars would be some of the best for VR, because you don't... Oh, why is everyone slowing down? Because there's a car in the way! That was very nasty of that car. Actually, it wasn't his fault, he probably just spun out. Which I have done again. No, you're not getting past me. Yeah, I guess that's what maximum aggressiveness is like. I would have won that race had I been able to avoid that car, but I hadn't. Or I wasn't. And thus there was no avoidance of the car. That was cool. Let's try. I want to try this car, which is a GT1 car. I've always really liked this car because it was in Midtown Madness, which is like my favorite game ever made. What liveries do we have? Oh, we don't have the transparent livery that Midtown Madness had. That's a shame. I mean, it doesn't surprise me at all, obviously. I have a Hot Wheels car with this livery, fun fact. So I will drive that livery. And I will drive it on a track. I don't know, we'll go through the track list. I will not disagree with you there, Chickenfoot. Burnout 3 is the best racing game ever made. Hands down, no question about it. And Road Rage was the best mode. We've got this track, which is new. That's not new. That's not new. That's not new. We've got a bunch of rallycross circuits that are new to this game. I do want to try Fuji. I might do that track. I also want to go to hell. I mean, who doesn't want to go to hell? We've got Hockenheim Classic. That was in the first game. That's really fun. Yeah, we do have Daytona. Oval courses are finally in here. Oh, hey, they changed the road course in Indianapolis. It doesn't have the hairpin thing after, like, turn 4 or whatever. It just does a chicane to the straight. You have changed that up. Might have to try that to see how it's changed. Another rallycross track. Another one. For the Grand Prix, what's the difference? I don't know what the difference is. This one does not look 0.18 miles longer than that one, but whatever. Bizarrely, they let you do the free roam here, but not in here, which is also a track that could be done in free roam like that one, but whatever. Maybe because this is new to Project Cars 2 and that's in the first game, but no excuses, you can add it in. Red Bull Ring's a fun track. It's new to this game. Historic Spa, that's interesting. I will check that out at some point. We've got other tracks that are in this game. Can you believe that? What did I want to do? I think I'm gonna try out this course. This is not a particularly ridiculous layout, but I want to go to hell in a different vehicle than this. I want to go to hell in a vehicle that might be vaguely controllable in hell. I don't think this one will be. I feel like these GT1 cars won't work very well in the dirt. Unfortunately, it seems like you still cannot drive regular cars on the kart tracks, which is very disappointing. I want to drive a Formula X on a kart track. That's what we did last to start. That's nice. I think it randomizes the starting position. I'm gonna try that after this, Brian. That sounds amazing. Oh dear. You know, I don't think 22 of these cars were ever made in real life, and yet here they are all racing. I thought it would put me... I gotta return my position, because apparently I cut poorly. No. There. Are you happy now, game? You rarely get a read on this track with all the fog. Also, the racing line is completely different in this game, and I don't think I like it as much. It's supposed to be more dynamic, but it just seems to give the wrong information all the time. Like, it'll tell you to brake miles before you actually... Whoops. Miles before you actually have to brake. Or sometimes it won't tell you to brake at all when you should. Do that where it's hard to see when you're not like right on the racing line. Do we have any fog lights? I don't know, I can't see where the corner is there. I wouldn't be running last right now if I didn't have to get back that position. If I do have fog lights, I don't know what the button is to activate them. Almost there, just one more lap. I don't know what I think of this new Indy layout. Granted, it's hard for me to actually see it because it's foggy everywhere. But if I drove it in a more controllable car that I was more used to and not the fog, maybe I could get a better read on it. I wonder if this is the version that's going to be in Forza 7, which I have also pre-ordered. I know they used to have, they didn't have the version with the double hairpin here. Gran Turismo had that version, and I believe they kept that version in GT6, even though it was gone several years before that. But Forza 4 had that version of that corner, but it had the old, you just go straight down the final corner. Like you would just go straight down that oval corner. They don't do that anymore. I thought they did this only for the motorcycle races that happened, but I guess they do it on all the races now. I only pre-ordered Project Cars 2 because I got a 15% discount, and I only pre-ordered Forza 7 because I got a free car pack for Forza Horizon 3. I figure if you give me things for doing it when I'm gonna buy the games anyway, might as well. But I usually don't pre-order games. Unless they're games I know I will like. So I pre-ordered Splatoon 2, for instance, because I knew I was going to like that game, and I did like that game. So that's the track. Brian suggested Formula X, Daytona. Do you mean the oval or the road course? Or the rallycross? I'm going to assume the oval. And we're going to do 10 laps. Turn the AI up. Let's see what's snow. Blizzard. Alright. Summer. Blizzard. Yep. That makes sense in Florida. Blizzard in the summer. Alright. I'll take it. No, I don't need to set the season to winter. It's gonna let me do a blizzard in summer, I think. Where do I set the AI? Was it here? Did I miss it? Probably opponent settings, that would make sense. Sure. Maximum aggression. The maximum number of cars. 32 cars in a blizzard in the summer on Daytona. And they're super fast formula cars. What could possibly go wrong? Also, how are there 4 turns on Daytona? It's a 3-turn oval. Like, don't try to tell me there's an extra turn in there. There's not. Prepare for race start. Ready yourself, player one. Alright, I think 69 might have been too easy as well, because these guys are not moving. Oh, there was no gap there. I like how when I hit guys from behind, they always go flying, but I always just stick in a straight line. Yeah, 4 times now. It's surprisingly... What's the temperature on the road? 81 degrees ambient temperature. It's a blizzard. Why am I only going up to 193? Is my car being restricted for some reason on the oval? Do we have formula restrictor plates on? Oh dear. I think 10 laps might have been too many laps. Also, the problem with this camera angle is that I have no idea where my wheels are, which makes passing guys kind of difficult. Or I should say passing them cleanly kind of difficult. I've been through here. Get a better camera angle? Sure. Cockpit view. Man, I kind of wish I had a windshield wiper. At least I can sort of see. I mean, I guess I go fast enough that a lot of the stuff just slingshots off the front of the windshield, but so that's the leader up ahead. We're now going to attempt to pass. And I did it. I've taken the lead. I'm glad that oval tracks are finally in this game. I remember years before the first Project Cars came out, back when it was in development, they had a bunch of oval tracks. Like, one of the main tiers of the game was maybe stock car racing. And then the game came out and they removed every oval in the game. Every single one. But they left the stock car in for some reason. And in this game they have now added some ovals and they removed one of the stock cars, from what I think. You set the AI for 110. Yeah, I don't blame you. I feel like that would be the right difficulty. Currently I'm a half a second slower this lap somehow. The Ford Fusion stock car is still in here, but the 90s stock car, the Caper Monterey, is not. Which means I cannot fully accurately pretend that this is Daytona USA. Which is highly disappointing. There are no dragsters in this game to my knowledge. There are no drag strips in this game. Certainly. Forza has drag strips. I'll probably stream some of Forza 7 as well if I can get that to stream well. I've been messing around with settings. Turns out that this game apparently streams just as well in XSplit as it does in OBS. I thought XSplit had a problem with worse performance, but maybe not. Just doing some experimentation because I've been thinking of maybe switching over to XSplit again, just so I can do more fancy stuff with my stream layouts. That's not from Daytona USA, I'm disappointed. I wonder if we're going to lap any cars. We also have this behind the helmet view, which I always thought was very weird and strange. I never really understood this, why this existed, why anyone would want this, but here it is. If you so desire such a thing, you can have it. But I don't, so I won't. This might actually be the best view for this car. This is like roof view. Oh, that's cool. They have a delta on the top. It just continuously goes. That's cool. And if I brake here, it's going to get a lot more red to indicate I'm losing a lot more speed. Oh, but I think the size of it has to do with the gap, maybe? Now it's green, so now I'm gaining, but I'm not going to gain enough if you get the fastest lap. Free to go. I know this car can go faster than 193. The top speed says it's 240. I don't know why it won't go faster. It's missing 2 gears. Yeah, it seems like it, but I don't know why I can't go higher. And it's not like it's a glitch for me. The AI can't go any faster either. Obviously, because I'm in the lead. By about 6 seconds right now. Maybe because of the weather. I don't know. I want to try on a road course in regular weather. Oh, because I don't have slicks. That might be why. That's true. I have not done a race with this car that hasn't been in the snow. I'm gonna try this race again with the AI set to max difficulty, max aggression, but not in the snow.
Final lap. Final lap. Keep it steady and take the win. You deserve it.
If I don't screw anything up, I should win this race. This car is fairly easy to control on the oval, which is pretty nice. I didn't really want to spin out. You feel like it would in a blizzard. I feel like it would be a bit more slippy slidey than it actually is, but it feels firmly planted to the ground. You know, at high speeds, no issues whatsoever. At low speeds, it felt like it might be pretty tricky, but yeah, I deserve it after taking out a good 10% of the field.
Great driving. What a win. Fantastic job.
Here's my car. I did it. Alright. So let's do this not in the snow. Light cloud, I've decided. So save that, and then opponent settings. Why is it that when I go down on track select, it takes me to rules and regulations? Shouldn't it take me to opponent settings? That's bizarre. And rules and regulations takes me up to track select. I don't like that. If I want to go down here, it should take me to opponent settings. Oh, the max is 120. It's not 110. Oh, I was last. I will do random position. Just to make things a bit more interesting. Oh, I could have done a night race. That would have been interesting. That wouldn't have slowed me down. I do not follow Project Cars on Instagram. I do not have an Instagram account, so it would be hard for me to follow them without an account. I am P9 out of 32. That's pretty good. It qualified well, even though I didn't qualify. My random number generator was on my side. No, it's still stuck at 193 for some reason. I wonder if it has to do with being on an oval. Do we have KERS or DRS? I do have DRS, but it doesn't really do anything. Or I guess KERS. KERS is push to pass. DRS is open the rear wing and go faster on straights. But I don't know if this car has that. Oh dear. That's bad. Can I modify the car? You can tune it, yes. Oh, this is not how you do it. I wanted to go to the tuning area from here, yes. Tuning setup. Setup name, stable setup. Race engineer, gearing. I can't hit my top speed. Am I hitting? Yes. Do that. Just keep doing it. Okay. I'm at the limit now. So now my car... Fast is the name of this setup. No, I don't want to save it. Okay, I think it worked. Yeah, those gears are definitely longer. Might have made him too long. We shall see. Oh no, we're speeding. Look at this, 236. It's a far cry. I was also using my curves there, but that definitely helped. Just take off like a rocket. Doesn't do as much in 6th gear. Actually, you do need it to maintain a stable speed. It seems. I'm maintaining like 205 under my own speed, but I do need DRS to go faster. Let's get some nitrous. It's not actually nitrous, but it sure feels like it. So I'm slower in the corners, but I'm faster on the straights. Except I don't know if I'll be able to keep doing this forever. I don't know how long my curse is going to hold its charge for. As in, am I depleting it faster than I'm using it? Oh no, he's past me. I'll pass him back. Yeah, I think I made him too long. Like, definitely making them longer was the right choice, but I think I went too far. But I also don't care to keep fine-tuning it. Cool. Look at that damage modeling. Look at how it doesn't seem to exist. At least not on this car. Maybe it's turned off. I was disqualified for going the wrong way. How disappointing. I never would have predicted that. Never would have predicted that. And yet here we are. Let's see, I want to do a rallycross. You cannot do bumper cars, unfortunately. I want to do the F-Type because that's a cool car. Give me it in red, please. Let's go to hell. I think let's not do 10 laps. Let's do 4. They do have an XJ220, which is pretty cool. Let's not have that be so high. Let's have it be a meme number. You can have up to 999 laps, that's true. I wouldn't recommend it. But it is possible if you want to do a super long endurance race. There you go. This course is also in Dirt Rally, and I think Dirt 4 as well. It's a real-world rallycross track. You heard it here first, guys. Hell is real. Also, Hot Wheels. They have an expansion in Forza Horizon 3, which is not this game. I'm gonna... Oh, do I have to take my Joker lap? Or are the settings set so that you don't need to do a Joker lap? Well, I did a Joker lap. Oh, you do need to do it. Okay. Oh man, this car is not... It's not cornering how I expected to. Yeah, it's really understeery. I was not expecting that. I wonder if the AI is having an issue too. I can't really tell because I took the Joker lap immediately. So I'm far behind. Okay, one other guy is taking the Joker lap. I want to see where I am compared to him. Two other people took it and I'm well behind both of them. Great. I am 6 seconds behind the guy in front of me. I think this car might be nice to drive on a track that's not a rallycross circuit. It doesn't handle these low speed turns very quickly. I lost another 3 seconds, which is great. Glad to see I am so fantastic at rallycross. Also, my nose itches, so can I play with one hand for a moment? The answer is yes. I'm 2 seconds slower than my previous lap. Probably because I was driving part of it with one hand. You know, just like you can do in real life.
Last time round, just keep it clean.
Okay. There you go. There's your clean lap. Yeah, I can imagine Chickenfoot. Oh dear. I hope I don't get lapped. That would be not great. And I have so many games to play soon. I have this, I have Forza 7, a whole bunch of things I'm going to stream soon as well, like, well, things. I don't want to spoil them. Well, one thing I have mentioned that I'll have to do sometime in the next week is Xbox Live Indie Games, because they go away 8 days from now. So I'll have to do a farewell stream soon. I downloaded a bunch more indie game demos that we'll take a look at and maybe buy some of them with real world money, because if I don't buy them now, I'll never be able to buy them ever again. Because it doesn't seem like anyone's archiving any of them. Thinking of getting in Switch in November. You should. I have thoroughly enjoyed my Switch so far. Why are they a goner? Because Microsoft is removing them from being able to be downloaded so that they don't have to pay the developers anymore. Oh yeah, Fuji! I forgot about Fuji. It's a cool track. Let's do Fuji in the XJ220. Just 2 laps. So let me tell you a story about resumes. Now, I previously to now didn't have a resume. Never needed one. I think I've told you the story before about how I got my job. Basically, a friend just said, "Hey, do you want this job?" And I said, "Okay," and then I had it. It was a bit more complicated than that, but that's basically the gist of it. Well, for a class I'm taking... Oh dear, that's some tire squealing. For a class I'm taking, you have to make a resume.
You've lost a few places, but don't worry. Keep pushing hard. Come on.
Like an actual resume, so that you can be prepared for the real world where you're applying for jobs, except... Oh dear. I'm very good. I can already tell right off I'm going to be far worse at this game than I was at the first one, because of the weird racing line. My braking references are all completely wrong. Yeah, I got super lucky with my job. It's only a part-time job, to be fair. But I could definitely see it turning into a full-time job at some point. But yeah, my friend who couldn't do it for a semester because of their college schedule recommended me, and I called my boss about it, and he was like, "Hey, do you want this job?" I was like, "Yeah," and he was like, "Okay, you can start now." Or it wasn't now, it was like in a couple weeks or whenever. And so I did. And that's what I've been doing for the past year and a half. But for this class I had to make a resume, even though, you know, I don't really feel like I need one all that much, because I have that thing that could go full-time, or I could try working full-time on my own with Tinzone Games. But I understand I'm definitely in the minority in that most people in the class probably do need resumes for jobs.
Keep it clean.
Oh, that's nasty. I'm too used to just pressing the brakes all the way, which is not a good thing to do. Also, there were only 6 cars, because I forgot to increase the number of cars. I feel like I keep talking about the game, so I forget to go back to the story, and then I repeat what I already said in the story. But basically, you have to write a resume for a class. So this was announced the first day of the semester, and then the professor said he's not going to talk about it again, because part of the assignment is remembering to do it. So it was due yesterday. No, it's due today, 4 p.m. today. I hadn't worked on it at all until Sunday. Technically, no, I started working on it on Monday. I did my resume at like 12:30 a.m. Monday night / Tuesday morning. I wrote it up, what I thought was a fairly decent resume, and it was like, okay, the notes on how to do this, the assignment notes say you have to take it to career services at the college, and they'll take a look at your resume and they'll tell you all the things that are wrong about it, and then you can fix it and upload it. So I went there. They were like, hey, this is a pretty good resume, there are a couple things to change. So I did that. I made the changes, and I thought everything was good. So there were 2 places to submit this resume. One was in a folder on the door to the professor's office. The other, which I don't know if this is required or not, but I figured I might as well do this, is they have a career services website that you sign up for. And you can like enter your profile and submit your resume, and that way prospective employees can contact you there. And I figured, well, I might as well do this. I don't know. I'm not actively looking for anything, but maybe something will come up. So on Tuesday, after I had gone over the changes to my resume, I uploaded it to the site and was like, okay, cool, I have done what I needed to do. And then on Wednesday, I get an email that says, hey, your resume needs corrections. And they listed off 3 things that the person who I went to in person to the Career Services building totally didn't mention. So I was like, okay, whatever. And at this point, I had already turned in the resume in the folder. So I had to make the changes and go back into the folder, remove my old resume, put my new one back in. This was earlier today. Yeah, when I put it back in. And then... Well, I did it yesterday, and then I put it in the envelope / folder thing today. I'm being very confusing with this. But basically... So I resubmitted it to the website yesterday. Then today I get an email around 3 o'clock or so. It says, hey, your resume needs corrections. And then they list 3 other things that were wrong with it that they never mentioned previously or before. Either previously or before. Either of the 2 instances where they looked at it. So I didn't have time to replace it in the folder, so the folder is not the best version of the resume, but hopefully I don't lose too many points. I made the changes and submitted it again, but I'm fully expecting them to say, hey, your resume needs corrections, and they list more things. One of the things they said needed to be corrected was that the hyphen was too long for the date. To be fair, it wasn't consistent with the other hyphens, which is why it was too long. But fairly dumb things. So that's the story of how I gave myself a bunch of time to make the resume because I thought there might be a couple of rounds of edits, and then that still wasn't enough time to fully finalize it. But whatever. I have the thing in the folder. And that's all that matters, even if it's not perfect. I forgot to increase the number of opponents. I'm going to do that. Here. So yeah, I was kind of annoyed that they didn't actually tell me the other things that were wrong with it. I don't know if it was just they had different people look at it and they noticed different things or what. Oh, this car is very floaty. I guess you would expect a NASCAR car to be floaty. Oops, sorry. They need to update the resume updating. They do. So let me tell you another story. This story involves teeth and the dentist. Because I went to the dentist yesterday. That was fun. I was going to stream yesterday, but I didn't because I preloaded this game instead. And I still could have streamed afterwards anyway, but I didn't because I had homework to do. But I went to the dentist at like 4:30 yesterday afternoon, and they cleaned my teeth and did x-rays, and everything was fine with my teeth. The dentist actually told me that I have strong teeth, and it's like, thank you, I don't brush very well and I never floss, but sure. Strong teeth. The only issue is my wisdom teeth are not good. They are at a 90-degree angle to all my other teeth. The technical term is horizontally impacted, so that's fun. I've got horizontally impacted wisdom teeth, guys. Hooray! So yeah, sometime, it's not an immediate thing. It doesn't have to be done right this week or anything like that. It's like they haven't caused me any pain whatsoever, which I was kind of surprised at by looking at the x-ray, but like my mouth feels totally fine, but it's definitely not fine on the inside. So yeah, at some point in the next 6 months or so, I'll probably have to get it pulled. Probably December sometime is when it's likely going to happen. Thanks for that, Chickenfoot. That really instills confidence in me. I'm already nervous enough about dentist stuff. I'm really, really, really not looking forward to having them removed. I haven't driven much on this track before, so I don't really know if I like it that much or not. I tend to think that I don't really like this track that much, but I haven't really had enough experience to tell for sure. I think it was in Forza 6 Apex, I want to say. I don't remember much from there. It's also in the F1 games, F1 2016, but I didn't play it much there either. And it's a new track, so it's not in any older games. We got all 4 viewers out at once, and none of them got infected. Well, that's good. I don't know if I'm okay with narcotics. I've never taken any. I also never had anesthesia. I don't know if they do anesthesia or not for wisdom teeth. I think it depends on how bad they think they're going to be to remove. Like the concept of taking this thing that is going to make you go to sleep is scary. Like, what happens if I never wake up? Like, what happens when I go to sleep? If sleep is the right word, when I go to unconsciousness, like, how does the brain operate in the moments preceding that? I'm slightly curious and also slightly terrified. But I don't even know if I'll get it. Kind of count down and then wake up with your teeth out. Yeah, I remember watching a show once about this guy who got anesthesia or something like it, and he was like, okay, the doctor said, okay, count down from 10, and the guy, counts down from 10, and by the time he gets to like 4 or 3, he's just completely slurring, and then he doesn't even get to 2 before he's passed out. So that was NASCAR's on Coda, which is a combination that's not the most ridiculous in the world. We need more ridiculous combinations. Such as I don't know. I like how they have the Toyota 86 and the Toyota GT86 because we definitely needed both of those. Yeah, NASCAR and dental stories. I've also got 2 modified GT86s and 2 different GT1s, and then the modern Le Mans car. So Toyota is really kind of dropping out of racing games. They're not going to have any road cars in Forza, and only a couple of racing cars. And I think they're doing the same in GT Sport, or was it this game? Well, this game has cars, so I couldn't have been this game. Maybe it was GT Sport that also doesn't have any Toyotas. Do they have any good Porsches? Yeah, they have these. I'm glad that the Porsche license with EA has finally expired after like 18 years or however long it's been. Probably 17. So now Porsche is finally in all the games. At launch, no DLC. Guess they realized that with EA's only racing game being Need for Speed and that game not being particularly good, that it probably was very dumb for them to continue that deal. I'm going to drive the, is this a GT3? It is. We have two GT3s. The Endurance and the Not Endurance. I don't know what the difference is, but I'll take the non-endurance one with the with this livery. Yeah, a lot of games used roughs. Rip Rough, they're going to go away. Well, they're not actually defunct, but you're not going to hear from them much anymore now that Porsche can actually have games. What's ridiculous? Maybe Historic Spa? Not quite as many ridiculous layouts as I was expecting. Okay, I got it. We will do Historic Spa in the storm, in a stormy weather condition. Thunderstorm. There are highway racetracks. Yes, the California Highway. It's just a point-to-point, and it was in the first game. Vehicle, opponent, field type, same class. Oh, it's set to identical. That's why we had like 22 of the Panazas. I want same class. Or you can do multi-class. So you can do GT3 and carts, if you, sure. Wait, can I? Okay, hold on. Oh, okay, I have to select it with X. That's slightly strange. Alright. And then press A to save. So yeah, GT3 and carts on Spa in the rain. This is taking place August 21st, 2099. If you're curious, and time progression 60 times. I think that will take us to the evening. Add drift, alright. Where is drift? Is this drift? I don't know. It's the first one. Oh yeah, drift. I'll select that and let's have some other weird thing. I don't know, GTC. Sure. GTC and GT3 and drift and carts. I'm sure this won't be ridiculous at all. So I suspect we're going to be the fastest class. But you do race the various classes that you're in and not every single car, just like it is in real life. You don't expect a kart to beat a Formula 1 car, for instance. Also, yes, it's 2099. I am 103 years old. Let's do this on this track that doesn't exist anymore, yes. Good catch. I qualified last of the GT3 cars. I'm unfortunately not going to see any of the other cars. I should have chosen the kart. Oh dear. Nice thing. Oh, hello. Nice thing about GT3 cars is that they're fairly easy to control. At least they were in the first game. I'm assuming they're the same here. And they're by far the most popular class in multiplayer. This is not how I'm used to Spa going. I'm not used to there being corners in that straight, or turning left instead of right. But the MX-5 should probably be going so fast that the rain doesn't actually enter the car. It just hits the windshield. I'm impressed that drift car is able to hold on to 5th. It actually might be going faster. No, it's slowing down. It can't maintain the speed. Thank you, car. I really appreciate that. Yeah, it's not a regular MX-5, it's the Rad Bull, which has some ridiculous engine and it's like the hardest car to control in the first Project Cars game. Like, almost impossible. Full speed quarter? It totally is. I don't think it's going to be for this part. Uh-oh, I shouldn't have done that. That drift car is still in 6th position. That's impressive. Also, this track is like 90% full throttle, which is kind of amazing. I do really like fast and flowing tracks, which is why I like most of these historic tracks. Like historic Silverstone is great, historic Hockenheim is great. This track is pretty cool. And there's another historic track that's new to this game, but I don't remember which one that is. Hello all, how you doing? Let's see, what other stories can I tell in regards to things that have happened in the past week? The things have happened in my life since last Wednesday. Not that much, really, besides the things I already mentioned. The dumb resume thing. And going to the dentist. Fun times. I'm excited for this weekend, even though I don't have anything planned. I never have anything planned for the weekend. Well, I don't know, I kind of just want to get up early Saturday morning and do something for some reason. And by something, I mean like nothing in particular, but just a thing. Well, a couple of weeks ago, I bought a copy of Pac-Man 2 on the Genesis, and I don't have a Genesis, but I bought it because how can you not buy that game? Well, actually, I was able to not buy that game once, because I saw it at a game store once, like 6 months ago, and I didn't buy it. I went there again, like a couple weeks later, it was there. I went there again a couple weeks later, it was not there, so I went and bought it. But then I went a few weeks ago, and they had another copy of the game. It was like, this time, I'm going to buy this game. And so I bought it. It was $4. Now I have a cartridge for Pac-Man 2, but I don't have a Genesis to play it on. And I'm not too worried about that fact because it's not a good game. It is probably the most completely unrelated sequel to a game ever made. Like, it could not be more of a different game than Pac-Man, the arcade game. Like, genuinely not possible. I should have slowed down there. You see, the racing line does not tell you at all to slow down there. Next step is getting Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. I have not seen a copy of that in person at the game store ever. There are also some other game stores that I have not been to in multiple months now. Maybe I'll check those out soon. At least I would if I hadn't spent like $180 in pre-ordering 2 games. Namely this one and Forza 7. Because I got the versions with all the DLC because Bryant told me to. And the Forza one's not even going to include all the DLC, just some of it. I was thinking of just getting the base game for Forza 7, but then Bryant pre-ordered the full version and was like, hey, you should pre-order the Ultimate Edition too, and so I did, and it's his fault. Blame him for my lack of money at the moment. Except actually I do have money at the moment. I went from second to last in class, which is disappointing. Oh! I'm gonna have to get used to this racing line. It being so terrible might give me more of a reason to actually start learning tracks and stop using the line, but whatever. That was a nice transition from day to night. I didn't even notice it, but it happened. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Project Cars Game, please. So I think I'm going to try some online races now. You can see at the top right, my rating is 1500. This game has a rating system. Gain rating for winning races and not hitting other guys, which we'll see how good I am at doing that. Actually, before I do that, I need to make sure that the audio mic is not going to go to the other people. Where would I adjust those settings? Gameplay, maybe? No. Wouldn't be in camera, would it? No, it looks like those are some interesting settings. You would think it would be in audio, but it's not. Maybe there is no mic. You can enable headphone mix, but that's probably not a good idea for this stream. I'll just assume maybe a controls has an option for like push to talk or something. So it'd be under game. No, in game. Maybe it is in game chat only. I don't want to exit to the desktop. I want to find rooms. And Brian, I guess if you want to join in whatever lobby I end up creating or joining, maybe I'll create a lobby. I don't know. So I like how they actually tell you the number of laps or minutes remaining and what session you're on. That's really a nice touch. Texas Motor Speedway, Indy. Sure. I don't know if people can hear me or not in the game. I don't have an indicator here, so I'm going to assume not. They don't even let you use the Honda. Chevy only. But I can choose the livery. That's nice. These are all real liveries, I think, in IndyCar. We've got Verizon, Quiznos. There are actual people who drive these cars, but I don't know who them. Oh man! Guys, I can be Traceba ready. I have to drive the Traceba car. There's just no other option. Hey Bryant, you've made it. How do I join? Vote to start. Okay, that works. Vote to start just takes you there if they're already in qualifying.
Qualifying determines your placement on the starting...
I know how qualifying works, but thank you. It's 1971 and we have Indy cars, modern Indy cars. Yeah, I'm sure there's nothing wrong here. Nothing wrong about that. Brian said this says workshop support, but I don't know if it does.
This is what...
Maybe here. Well, I don't have any download. It doesn't look like it's the easiest thing in the world to download them, but workshop stuff never is. I wish they integrated that stuff a bit better. Monolith just had a new fastest lap. Congrats, Monolith. I like how this guy's icon is the F1 2012 logo.
Tires are go. Take it steady.
Oh, dear. I should not have been full throttle. I am backwards. Can I turn the... Why is this my car sucks so much at turning? No, reverse. Hold on. Let's try that again. Before it forces me to DNF. Well, that's just your Steam icon. So, I guess Steam as a whole could ban you if that's the case, but the game does... What is this guy doing? Alright. It does support custom liveries on PC. Oh, Jesus. I'm not the only one backwards. That's good. I need to warm up my tires some before I can really full throttle. There we go. We are on the track. Can we full throttle? Yes, we can. Uh-oh. No, we can't. I've lost it. I can already tell this is going to be a fun race. Oh dear. Come on. Turning radius is terrible. Yeah, it's the cold tires, that's what it is. I need to not be on the racing line. Hello, watch out for that guy. He's doing the same thing I did. Oh dear, there's been a crash up ahead.
Yellow flag in sector 2. Repeat, yellow flag, sector 2.
Noted. 4 minutes left in the session to make a lap. I was going very slowly there. Uh-oh. They did not run into me. I got lucky. I'm in 19th. As long as you don't go full throttle on the corners, you should be good. I wonder if I can now.
There's yellow flag in sector 1. Be careful. Repeat, yellow
There we
flag
go up
in
to.
sector
Oh
1.
God! What is that? An explosion has happened up ahead. Man, this start is going to be amazing. I love how he just bounced up on the side. I'm gonna. Oh dear. That's not my fault. He could have avoided me. He totally had the ability to avoid me there. I intentionally did not move. Oh God! Now there's a thing stuck in me. Guys, get it off. Get it off me. What is this mess? What is this? The cone's done a full lap. Let's make it through all the carnage. We've done it. Uh-oh. Got a bit slidey there. I touched the other guy, but I think we're alright. Is that a new fastest lap? Yes, it is. Well, I went to 4th. Ah, he screwed me up. Whoopsie. Oh no, the cone's gone. That was some weird physics there. I am up to 5th now. Uh-oh. It's messing with cameras. I shouldn't have done that. I don't think I'm going to be consistent enough to maintain 5th. There's Brian. He's 26th at the moment. Probably hasn't had the chance to get a good lap in yet. Because he's busy being on his side. I don't know if I fully finished my thought, but I love that the online names have their Steam icons on there. I think that's great. That adds a great touch of personality. It means I should probably get around to updating my Steam avatar with my newer icon. I should probably use my boost at some point. do a bit faster. That would have allowed me to get an even better qualifying time, but I never really got a truly, oh dear, I never really got a truly great lap. There was always some sort of obstacle in the path. Oh, you get the final lap. Oh, that's a great feature. They don't just immediately end. You get one more lap. Well, I'm screwed now. I am on a controller, a pad. I own a wheel, but I don't actually have the room on my desk to set it up. I'm just gonna sit here until qualifying ends, I think. What position did you end up in, Brian? Alright, you probably didn't get a good lap. I don't think you had an opportunity. I'm surprised I qualified as well as I did, honestly. 5th on the grid. I fully expect to run into someone and it just be a disaster. Also, I have no idea how many laps this is. Which is great. I should have paid attention to that. 27th. I'm ready to race. How many laps? Where can I find out the number of laps? Why? No, that's just an image of the track. That's not helpful. Does it even say? I mean, I know the first game was bad at telling you how many laps a race was going to be, but at least told you eventually. You win the race on lap 1. We'll see about that if the person leading in lap 1 gets run into on lap 2, which is highly likely, then they might not end up winning. Also, the chat is broken. It seems like people are chatting on top of each other. 10 laps! Alright, that's not a lot of laps for an oval, but sure. It's like 5 minutes. Well, with the number of people that are going to crash, it's probably going to be more like 6 or 7. I know I need a wheel. I know that's the best way to experience this game. I played Project Cars 1 with the controller the whole time. That was an experience. Basically, any car that wasn't a GT3 car was almost undrivable. Actually, the Indy cars weren't terrible with the pad in the first game. I'm ready. Who isn't ready? Is this one guy? One guy isn't ready. Oh, we're voting to kick him. Okay. Can I? How do I vote to kick? Oh, X. Okay, and then vote to kick. I did my part. Oh, here we go. Oh, nice. Well, this has already started off well. The person in pole position has spun off before the race has even begun and before the player has even gotten control. That's great. All right. Prepare for race start. It's gone wrong before it's even started. So I am effectively... Oh, wait, what? Are people going? I don't have control. What is going on? Oh, alright. I'm still not in control. This is a disaster here. Oh, nice. I have a 10-second penalty, too. I did nothing. I had no impact. I think people are going. I think some people did not get the cue to start going. And I am one of those people. I got another 5-second penalty for passing before the race started. At least the guy in front and behind me has more of a penalty. Oh dear. Okay, now I have more of a penalty. Glad to see there are still glitches in this game. Okay, we've done a lap on autopilot. I don't think it's going to ever start me. Hopefully this doesn't impact my driver rating. It's not my fault. I'm gonna exit unless... Yeah, I don't think it's gonna let me go here. Which is a shame. I was excited. I qualified well. I wanted to see if I could make some magic happen, but... Let's, I want to see if someone else is doing an oval race. Maybe we can get in one that'll actually work. Did you have that issue too, Brian, where it wouldn't let you go? It seemed like some people it let go and others it didn't. Let's see. We've got 10 laps of Spa. Yeah, I was in the front, so I didn't see what happened in the back. Was there... I guess with some people going and others not, that there was no way that was going to end well. Can I sort by number of people going? Doesn't seem like there's any full races at the moment. 125 minutes, that's a long time. Sure, let's do Laguna Seca. You can join in this one, Brian. Group 5. What does the F mean? I don't know. We've got... Take your pick. Do you want the car from 77 or the car from 79? But means fast. Well, now I know. Thanks, Spot. I thought that said Krispy Kreme at first, but no, it's Creepy Crawly. Sure, I'll take the Creepy Crawly / Krispy Kreme. Wait, what? That's a picture of an Indy car. Am I driving an Indy car? Oh no, I'm watching. Oh, is this the race? Oh, I thought this was qualifying. I'm dumb. Don't join this, Brian. Although that is, I will admit, that's a very cool feature. And one that I'm very glad exists. The ability to just watch other people's races. So like people can just commentate random races if they want. Maybe I'll do that at some point. Just go in a random race and commentate. Let's see. That's currently racing. Can you filter by not racing? Race or rallycross. That's it. Those are the only choices. Alright. No, you can't sort by whether or not it's currently going. Seems a bit silly. That's only 2 players. That's racing. Qualifying 5 minutes in Long Beach. Sure, if you can get in this one, Brian, do it. Or I think that's 5 minutes left of qualifying. Oh, now we can only have the Honda. Guys, none of the Hondas are Traceba ready. What do I do? I like the Snapple car. There's also a Doom car, which is kind of cool. I like the Snapple car. It's also yellow and blue, which are 2 cool colors. I'm going to be Snapple. I think Dutch Chastic is also Snapple. I don't know if I'm going to have time to get in a good qualifying lap. I hope at some point I get another opportunity to drive an oval because that was amazing. I want to actually do a race and not have it break. 244 remaining. Oh, it's forcing me to remain under the speed limit. Okay. We're just scrawling, Brian and I. Because we'll get a penalty if we go more than 37. Does it not have a, I wonder if there's a pit limiter button that you can just press and it'll automatically not let you do it. Because that's the case in
Nice and steady on the outlap.
like Formula 1 or something. No madman driving the pits. Oh, I forgot. There's a corner there. I keep wanting to go straight. I will not make insufficient progress. Tires are way too cold. I feel like they do model cold tires more accurately in this game than in the first one. Or at least I didn't notice it that much. Like, maybe the first corner or something I'd be a bit slippy sliding, but after that, it was mostly good. Here it seems a lot more pronounced. Have they disabled the racing line in this server? Seems like it might be, because I'm not seeing it at all. This will be fun. I don't know if race cars usually like reverse gears or not. I feel like they might. But I guess for the sake of the video game, they do. Hello. Yep. That was how I intended to take the corner all along. No way I'm going to be able to set a lap time, so I'm going to be 12th out of 16, it looks like. I'm going to be starting near the rear, so I might be able to gain a few positions, or I might be able to spin out a couple times. That corner is going to trick me at some point. Let these guys go. I got a race director warning for my driving standards because I suck so badly. I'm gonna get my FIA Super license revoked. Oh wait, that's right, you get another lap. I forgot about that. That's like the best feature in this game. When qualifying ends, you get to finish your lap now. That is a truly amazing feature. Unfortunately, I think at some point my lap time was invalidated, so... But maybe not. Although, because I went off, it's not going to be very good regardless. Hello. Oh. I was going to say thanks for letting me make that turn more quickly, but then you spin. Oh, hello. You spin me all the way around. Oh, I think if the time is red, that means it's invalidated. So that means that lap was invalidated, and therefore I did not get to set a time. My position is now 15th out of 17. Only people behind me are Brian and No Name. Oh, was that you, Brian? Oh, that's alright. I think my lap was already invalidated beforehand. I'm ready. I wish this game would start the race before everyone was ready, like it did in the first game. Like, if 75% of people are ready, the race will just go. I kind of wish this one was like that too. It doesn't seem to be. Seems like everyone has to ready. Well, no. Maybe not, because there were 2 people not ready and we're going now. I'm ready for this to go horribly. Alrighty. Oh. Alright, that was a good start. Totally don't know where the corner is, and neither does half the other guys. gonna let that guy go for now. I do not feel comfortable going full throttle in these quarters. Hello. He's tapped the wall. Can I take advantage of that on the straight? It's not much of a straight though, unfortunately. He's gone. 4th place is ours. And I'm in the wall. Great. Just when I was getting ready to tackle the top 3. Oh man, I managed to recover a slide. That was something that was not possible in the first game. 4th place has hit a wall, so I've gotten 4th place back already. Oh man, there's 10 laps of this. Oh, that's a lot of laps. I have no idea where to brake for that corner. Like, literally no idea. Just gonna try to keep up the 3rd place here. He's gone way too wide into that quarter. I don't have the speed. I could have gotten him there had I done better. You need sleep. You don't have to keep playing if you don't want to. It's up to you. Slow down for this corner. Uh-oh, that's bad. Your tires are not warm enough. Make the corner. Just ram it into submission, but then my rank will go down. I don't want that. What are my lap times? It doesn't tell me what my lap times are. It's a bit strange. I think that was a fairly good braking spot. I don't know where it was, but it was fairly good. I'm gaining on 3rd. 5th is staying close behind me. I'm not really too concerned about him right now. Hello, that was 3rd. Don't ram me. I'm now in a podium position. Somehow. I got a contact. Oh dear. I totally. I'm gonna reset my car. And we're gonna continue going. 6th place, just behind the guy ahead. So I completely missed the corner, and I think the guy right behind me was following me and completely missed it as well. And that's something you don't think about on road courses. You actually have to remember where to turn because the road doesn't necessarily turn there. You've got the off-ramps. This one I sort of remember. Right there. I think I've sort of found a decent braking line for that corner. The guy behind me was making a dive. Oh dear. He's got past. There's no one miles behind me. Car's turning radius is too terrible. Okay, now there are people right behind me. Man, it was going so well until I missed my corner.
Best sector 2 time so far today, mate. Great job.
This guy's right behind me, and he spun out. Cool. And I've spun out too, except I think I came off a bit better than he did, because I spun all the way around. Like a record, baby. I did go head first into a wall, that is very true. I wonder how my rating is going to be impacted by this performance. Six places up ahead, he's definitely obtainable. I mean, fair, the way this race is going first place is probably still on the table. Oh dear. Not if I keep doing dumb stuff like that. It looks like he was going to run right into me from the rearview camera. Like, I am a sitting duck. You can avoid me. So, gotta get past 7th before I can get to 6th now. Because I spun out again. He's gonna miss that corner. He missed that corner. Once you get to the people who are like in 7th and 8th, they're all just terrible. And I mean, that includes me. I am included in the terribleness. So I totally missed the turn. I could still be in 3rd place had I not completely screwed that up. Oh, now there's a yellow flag for that guy who hasn't moved since the start. Alright. I see. 6th place is miles up the road now. I think the person might have been 6th place, previously retired or something. Because we're down to 13 people. No, wait, I am 6th. So wait, that would make sense if they retired. No, there's someone up ahead. 5th place, perhaps? Can we get a top 5? They're blue. Does that mean they're a lap down? No, it looks like that might mean they're a lap down, because I think that guy's in 12th. And there's another one. There's the guy in 11th who has disappeared, and the other guy who's now in 11th, who's inherited that position, has crashed into a wall. And that leaves me to continue along in 6th place. The hairpin. That's a good lap. I think that's my first lap without spinning out, because my delta is 5 seconds in the green. Yeah, there's no one ahead for ages. I think the top 5 people are all vaguely competent at driving. So I am not. There are actually 3. Oh, there is someone fairly close ahead, actually. Just noticed them. They might have missed that corner or something. They reworked the penalty system in this game, so it's not like your engine shuts off for 5 seconds. It's really dumb. I never liked that. I much prefer the penalty system in this game, which is more true to life. You would think it would mean that people who keep running into walls get penalties, but I guess because it's a video game, they know people are going to be bad at it, so they're not going to disqualify people for a single crash or whatever. 3 laps to go. I'd be curious to see what my lap times were. I wonder if there's a way to see that in the HUD customization, because it seems like you can customize that quite a lot. This is a fun track, even if I'm terrible at it. Oh yeah, my car would be completely broken by now. Oh, the guy up ahead is stopped. 5th place, here I come! Aha!
That's 5th place. Great driving.
Thank you. Actually, the past 3 laps I have been driving very competently. I have no idea if my braking systems are anywhere near optimal, but they are allowing me to not crash into everything. Oh, this guy is right on my bumper. But now he's not because he took that corner badly. 2 to go. Damage is not on, yeah. You can have simulation damage, but it's not on here. And probably, unless you're in a race with a bunch of good drivers, it'll probably be less fun to have that on than to have it not on, would be my guess. Fast car approaching. Wait, is that first place? Are they gonna lap me?
Blue flag, let him through.
Okay, you can go through. Yes, that was first place. First place has lapped me.
Yellow flags ahead. Repeat, yellow flags.
Are there yellow flags? I don't see anything on the minimap. Yeah, first place is definitely faster than me, even when I am driving confidently. Race complete. Oh, I didn't get to do the final lap. So now you get to do, oh, you actually get to drive the cooldown lap. Now that's kind of interesting. Or you can skip it if you want. Can you do whatever in the cooldown lap, or do you have to like not hit other cars? This guy's just cruising along. I'm gonna stick back with him, or all right. I'll follow this guy now. He's going at a more moderate pace. Yeah, I don't think there would be anyone left on the track if damage was fully on. I did it! I did an online race. I finished 4th. I thought it was 5th. Maybe someone left. I finished 4th out of 11. My rating has gone up 3 points out of that garbage. I am now above 1500. That is pretty great. And I'm really digging this game. Go on, what other matches can we find? Can we find another oval race? I want to do oval races on IndyCar. I want to have it actually work. Uh, 13 out of 16. Sure, we'll do this. This is not ovals, nor is it IndyCar, but it is GT3 in Monza, and GT3 I'm very familiar with. It's definitely the most popular mode in Project Cars 1, or I guess discipline or whatever. There's a bunch of new cars, GT3 cars in this game. This one's new. I think these R8s are new. Yeah, definitely. The old R8's not in this one anymore. Got some BMWs. Again, there's an old BMW in the first game that's not in here. We have 3 Bentley Continentals for some reason. That's new. There was a Corvette, but it got moved to a different class for some reason. We've got a new McLaren. So yeah, this is fairly different. The rough are gone. Let's see, what liveries do we have for the Nissan? Oh, I like that one. I might do that. I might try the McLaren. I like the McLaren in the previous game. I'm gonna try the Nissan. Seven laps. Okay, it does tell you the number of laps in the race. I don't know why it didn't show before. Maybe they hadn't been set or something. Nissan. I don't know why I said it like that, but I did. I don't know why I'm talking so quietly. Fear in the UK is pronounced Nissan. Listen, Nissan. I'm not going to have enough time to do a lap of qualifying. But I will have enough time to get my bearings around the track.
Remember to take it easy on the
That's
overlap.
nice.
No
One of the
overtaking
guys
before we start pushing.
has the initials TIT. That's wonderful. Oh, I got a warning for crossing the line. My bad. Wait, does this also have the driving line off? Wait, what? Oh. Bug splat. A problem has caused your program to close. Alright. I was qualifying in an online race and it broke. Nice. Windows 95 icons. That is the game's punishment for unsafe driving. It totally malfunctions. They took my license away. My rating is going to be 0 now. Gonna have to work my way up from 0. An error occurred. Oh, it's running. Great. Can we kill it in Task Manager? Is it even in Task Manager? I don't see a Project Cars process going. I mean, there's Steam. So I guess I don't want to have to restart. That would be not fun. Play. Oh no. So actually, oh, it thinks I'm in the game right now. I don't know why. What if I kill Steam and reopen it? If this doesn't work, I'm gonna have to restart my computer. And that won't be fun. Yes, I do have an installation of Steam. No need to verify. Connecting. Hey, you can buy this game. You can also buy this game. You can be the Bobcat. Let's play. Yeah, I think it's working this time. Yeah, there we go. That's a game. It should pop up momentarily on the stream. I would guess. There we go. Look at that. It's all the Nissan's fault. So I wanted to re-enable the driving line because I think I might have accidentally disabled it, or maybe that lobby also had it disabled. I want to skip this. Let me skip. Thank you. Oh, nice. It's just not recognizing my controller now. I love video games. They're so great. They work all the time. I'm also lying. How about now? I unplugged it and replugged it. Nissan totally broke my game. Yeah, I plugged and unplugged my controller. Yeah, it's just not recognizing it. Cool. Thank you, game. What if I close it and reopen it? Will it work this time? No, it still thinks I'm still running the game after I actually closed it. That's great. I think it broke. I think I need to restart my computer. I guess I'll do that and I'll be back. Bye bye.